When forensic investigators picked up the pieces from last year's London bombings, they immediately fed their findings into a summit of European counter-terrorism chiefs. That summit was chaired by Eliza Manningham-Buller, the head of MI5. Her message? That Britain now faced an unprecedented threat, not from some foreign al-Qaeda hit team, but from Islamist extremists living here within our own population. Scotland Yard's anti-terrorist branch now talks to thousands of British al-Qaeda sympathisers. At least 1,200 of them are now under surveillance.
The terrorists that we've had in Britain over this last 18 months or 2 years, the people that the police are very interested in, people who've been convicted, have come from backgrounds that you would not normally associate with terrorist behaviour elsewhere in the world. So homegrown terrorism is very difficult to penetrate, very difficult to prevent, and very difficult to counter unless you can operate much more inventively.
And from inside this building, that's exactly what MI5 is trying to do. This software program that we've obtained enables their analysts to track terror suspects globally, to try and unravel their networks. It shows who spoke to who, how often, was there a pattern or a central node, a key figure whom everyone was in contact with. As you can see, the scale of investigations is mind-boggling, but following up every lead is crucial if another London bombing is to be prevented. This is just some of the software being used by counter-terrorism analysts up in these rooms behind me here at MI5 headquarters in London. The security service, MI5, has recently been recruiting Muslims to try to help it get inside the mind of al-Qaeda operatives. But despite this and other successes in the war on terror, the longer-term struggle by the government to win over Muslim hearts and minds has not been going well. Britain's controversial part in the Iraq invasion has broadened the appeal of al-Qaeda's anti-Western message.
What you have witnessed now is only
The London bomber Shehzad Tanweer accused Britons of voting in a government he said was oppressing Muslims. And heavy-handed police tactics, like the bungled June raid in Forest Gate, have eroded Muslims' trust in the authorities. Even moderate, mainstream British Muslims like Sumaya feel the reactionary tactics of the war on terror have backfired, creating more, not fewer, potential terrorists.
The war on terror has created a climate which has made it ideal for al-Qaeda's extremists to improve their recruitment abilities in the Muslim world, particularly from amongst the impressionable young who lack any political experience or religious understanding, sound religious understanding. It has been really counterproductive.
Steering those impressionable young men away from radicalization by extremists has now become a top priority, both for the government and for Muslim community leaders. But in the current climate of international tension, their task is not an easy one. Frank Gardner, BBC News.